Hello, it's me, Kevin from Red Living Philippines. Retired Everyday Living Philippines. I've got a few videos of, I think I'll call this a walk down memory lane. They were kind of filmed out of order, so I'm just going to splice them together in the order of where my wife lived when I met her. The first part of the segment, I actually got the property wrong. They're like, no, it's down a few more properties, one with the blue gate. So my wife and I went back, filmed again. There's a neat big rubber tree that my father-in-law planted like 60 years ago. The thing's huge. That's on there. And then I walked through Diamond Subdivision. I lived there for like 2 years. And then the Del Rosario compound for about my last year after my 4 years here in the Philippines. That place is pretty run down now. So yeah, I moved from the house to the apartments. I had a brother-in-law. I have a brother-in-law that had an apartment down there. He liked it because it had a pool and whatnot, cheap living. So I moved there and we hung out for a bit. Bad part is we ended up on different shifts. I think I was graveyard shift and he was on swing shift, so we only got to hang out on the weekends, doing stuff like, barbecuing, drinking some beer, and the Commodore 64 video game was popular. We'd sit down and play that stuff and goof around. But anyhow, here's some videos of the places I lived at from 1986 to 1990. Excluding the barracks. I actually did zip by and look at the 2 barracks I lived in, but I didn't film any of it. One of them, the Air Force, Philippine Air Force is living in them. They had a guard. And the other one, I don't know what it was. There's some people walking around the parking lot. But I lived in one barracks while they were renovating another one, and then it was done. Moved to the new one, got married, moved to Diamond. So there you have it. On to the videos. All right, let's take a little ride. So here we are on Mabalacat Highway. When I was dating my wife back in the 1980s, she lived here. I'm trying to pinpoint exactly which spot. All I know is this big house right here. She lived across the street from it. So looking at this house, I remember the lady in the window used to look out the window and I'd wave at her and say hi. I want to say that is where my wife lived while I was dating her. In this lot right here. But I'm not 100% sure. Hey! So this is the first stop, or the first place on a walk down memory lane. My wife's first house, or the house she was in when I met her, and then we lived in 2 other places, Diamond Subdivision and the Del Rosario compound. So I guess that's all for now, and I'll cross the road.
There, see? It's counting.
All right, so I was here yesterday putting together places he lived. My wife's old house, my Diamond Subdivision house, and an apartment in Del Rosario where I used to live. And I got the property wrong. I filmed over here thinking it was one of those 2 properties. I parked my little scooter across the road because there's the old lady at the house there. But they say this is the house where the house used to be. That was the gate where this blue thing is. You can see it in the last clip that I'm going to attach this to of me getting on the bike, and you can see it. So let me hold this little stick up here and see if I can kind of film in there.
Nothing was left.
That's what's left of their old house. And now I kind of remember, you need to step by you or you need to walk there. This is the little, you lived on the road then?
Yeah,
I thought you were one over from this road.
It's right there, that one. The one with the red. That's our gate.
Yeah, and this is your yard? Where the blue gate is?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were on the corner where this road was. I thought you were one property
No,
in.
because that one, there was somebody else living in that.
So,
So we can walk down there. I think my cousin still lives there. You know?
or is that the road right there?
No, there is.
Is this a road or is this someone's yard?
That goes over there in the back.
Whoa! You got a dog barking at me. I got some people up here. I don't know if they want to be filmed, so I'll film me. Hello. Filming the old neighborhood. She used to live right there. Yeah, oh, she knows them. Let me turn this off for a minute.
Yeah.
It's filming.
Yeah.
Is it filming?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So the neighbors here, her old neighbors, remember my wife. She's chatting with them, but apparently her father a long time ago planted this crazy looking tree.
Oh, I know.
It's nice and breezy and shaded back here. But yeah, her father planted this thing. You know how long ago? How old he was?
Now I'm 54 years old. Maybe before almost 60.
This has been here about 60 years, he's thinking.
It's a rubber tree. Look how tiny.
Because your father was what, 70 when he passed away?
Yeah.
And that was like how many years ago?
2014.
2014, so yeah.
Tap. Kapitana ka pala yan
All right, here we are, Diamond Subdivision, another walk down memory lane, Danya Street. I lived about 2 or 3 houses down from the corner, actually. There's that one. And another property there. There used to be a dance studio next door. Music playing. A Sorry Sorry store here. They still have it, obviously. It says Celevi International Corp Talents Placement Agency. They used to give dance lessons to women, I guess, for entertainers in the bars, Korea, whatnot. This house is the house I used to live in, but apparently they knocked it down and rebuilt it because there was only one floor, and this is on the second floor. So yeah, they got a nice carport, maybe a barbecuing area. Live up on the second floor. So yeah, I lived on this street, right in that house. There's a guy named Bong, his family used to own this Sorry Sorry store. I used to drink with Bong and Archie, his cousin Archie. I don't know whatever happened to them. I moved away 30 years ago. Haven't been down here in 30 years. Danya Street. So there you have it. My old neighborhood. I think I lived here for 2 years, and I lived in that Del Rosario complex for 1 year. I was here 4 years, 1986 to 1990. First year I was single, and I met my wife, got married. So about 2 years here in Diamond and 1 year in that Del Rosario complex. My, how times have changed. This house was always nice, even before. I don't know if this family that lived there before is still in there, but I did have a dog from someone that brought their dog here, ended up divorced. He was like a half Rottweiler Doberman Pinscher. I used to take it for walks. So I used to walk this down this street and around the park. Which is up that way. Yeah, different times. Looks like that could use some work. I want to say there was a Sorry store on this corner, and that fence wasn't there where that ambulance truck was parked. The thing I liked about this neighborhood when I lived here is the roads are wider compared to most of the streets in the Philippines. How you doing? Say hi. Yeah, the roads are wider in this neighborhood. I always liked that. The car I drove while I was here is a 1976 Ford LTD. It was a... Or was it 1972? I can't remember. It was an army vehicle, believe it or not, when they were drawing down from Vietnam. It was olive drab, military green, had serial numbers on the sides. Nope, I got a phone call I gotta take. Alright, back to filming. I think we're still filming. Can't see, I don't have my reading glasses on. Anyhow, here we go around the park. I used to walk the dog around the neighborhood. So from my recollection, this part, all these trees were not here. It's all overgrown. What I remember, it was open. These big trees on the end were there, if I'm not mistaken. But all these little trees in here that are shaded, that was all grass. And that little amphitheater looking thing right there, that was not there. From my recollection, maybe it was. The swing sets and stuff were there. Slide. And I remember that, you see that Diamond Grill, that Sorry. It used to be just a Sorry store. It looks like it's a restaurant. Maybe. I don't know. But I get beers there too on my walk. So it looks like they've changed this into a whole bar and grill. Before, when I was here, it was just a Sorry store right there, from my recollection. The basketball court was there. This was just an open field, as it still is. It's like someone set up a volleyball net, but that bench right there was there 30 years ago, 35 years ago when I was here. I sat on that bench before while walking the dog to take a break, to take in the sights. Yep. And that sorry store was, to my recollection, was not there. Who knows? 35 years, 32, 35 years is a long time. Cat. Soft opening red store, ramen. Yeah, I believe all these metal swings and seesaws and stuff, I remember they were here back then. And these big trees, but not those little ones. Nice shade though. A little pan around. It's a quieter neighborhood. Not like the roosters coming from my backyard. 80 of them damn things. Now they're not 80 full grown. Some of those pens you saw, they might have 6 or 8 of them in it. Smaller ones. They'll remedy that soon enough. Get out there and film some construction of the property that was acquired to make it a little, I don't know what you want to call it, chicken ranch, cockfighting ranch. Put a little shower house there and buy a little kubo. All right. I just chatted with a guy that's hanging around. He's from Britain. He's been here a bit. I was just telling him I'm new in town, checking out my old neighborhood. There's a nice place. Yeah, maybe my house will look like that. Once I get the renovations done, a new coat of paint. Hey, fitness hub. Here you go. Maybe that was a sorry star, remember? No, there's that one. I don't remember. Must have been this one I'm remembering on the corner, not down further. How you doing? Gonna walk on the other side towards the traffic. Stimulating the Philippine coffee industry. Equilibrium Intertrade Corporation. Yeah. An apartment for rent. Must not be for that one. Looks like someone, well, maybe someone's not in there. There's a mattress outside. There's an address. You know, I don't remember there being apartments on this corner. These are probably, I won't say new because I haven't been here in 32, 35 years, but they've been built since I was here, living in this neighborhood. I got the little trike line here for Diamond. And the Nero X. So there's the neighborhood. I'm down here behind the Robinson's Mall parking garage. I used to live in this compound. It was called the Del Rosario compound before. Apartments. I rented here for a year and I lived in Diamond subdivision. So I'm going to take just a little quick pan around. Show you where I used to live when I was stationed here. I used to live in apartment 5. There's dogs, so I'm gonna get out of here. But yeah, I used to live down here. I think it was $120 a month rent. There was a neighbor in Unit 6. His name was Joe. He was Air Force, and then he was a contractor for the flight simulator. And then in Unit 7, the one next to it, was a guy named Joe. Yeah, he worked with them. They were both Air Force and got out to make more money as contractors. So I had a couple of Americans living next to me down in this place. And I had my brother-in-law, Paul. He rented an apartment down here as well. It had a pool back in the day. It wasn't as run down. I want to say he lived in that place up there. That front apartment upstairs where those stairs go up. Behind that trike. So yeah. So it's just a little walk down memory lane. Lots of dogs, of course. We're in the Philippines. And there was a guy named Kevin. He was married to one of my wife's cousins. I think he lived in this place, but I'm not sure. It's a long time ago. Place was upkept better back in the day. It's been 30 years, over 30 years. 1988, 1989. Hey, little buddy. I don't think I want to walk down there. Hello. Yeah, I don't remember this too much. I'm sure a little bit's changed. Looks like they've closed some areas off. Used to be able to go around that way. They've either built new structures or something. There you go, Paul, your old apartment. My, how times change. That looks like it could have been a nice place. At one point, it probably was. You know what? On second thought, I think maybe Kevin lived in this corner apartment. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Anyhow, this is called the Del Rosario apartments. Tennis court. Tennis court was there. There was a pool over there behind that. Where that billboard's at, I'm guessing it's not there anymore. Looks like that car's seen better days. I don't even know if it's filming. The light stopped flashing. But here's my ride. The Yamaha Mio Aero X. Talk to you later.